What's up, CFO gang? It's your boy Jay Tuck. Real Cowboys fans stand up, and you are now tuned into the Cowboys fans only channel. So if you are new, do us a huge favor, comment, like, subscribe, somewhere down there, somewhere down there, somewhere down there. And be sure to turn on that notification bell to stay updated with all Dallas Cowboys content and also draft content. If you did not see last night, we dropped our first draft video, Jermaine Johnson, defensive end out of the University of Florida State. So definitely check that out. We got a lot more prospects coming, so you don't want to miss out. That's why you got to hit that notification bell. You're going to miss out. But Cowboys Nation, we got to talk about something, and it's the hot topic button. And I wasn't really going to dive too deep into it, but y'all know how Twitter is. JTuck151. Follow me if you're not already. Sean Payton, the Sean Payton thing. And when the news kind of originally started circulating, I wasn't a fan. And let me back up. Let's go back. Let's back it on up like a U-Haul truck. Now, if you watch my channel from day one last year, y'all know it's us. We can talk. We family. I was not a fan of Mike McCarthy at all. After the Browns game, I was done. I was livid. I actually went back and watched some of my old videos of Mike McCarthy. Like, I was over Mike McCarthy. The Thanksgiving game, I exploded on Mike McCarthy. And you guys, everyone in the chat, Tuck, give him time. Tuck, relax a little bit. You got to give him time. Give him time. Let him build. Give him time. So I said, you know what? I'm going to chill out on Mike McCarthy. So I sat back and I'll relax a little bit. And then this year, he did some things that I like. I like the way this Dallas Cowboys team performed. Now, granted, we lost in the first round of the playoffs. I know. I was there. I seen it with my own eyes. But I felt a culture shift when it came to the Dallas Cowboys football. Like, it felt like a football team finally. So I kind of sat back and said, okay, Mike, I'll rock with you a little bit. And, you know, there are some instances, the decision-making, not the best. Don't trust it. We're going to talk about some few things when it comes to our quarterback. But thus far, I can say this season, I was okay with Mike McCarthy. Granted, he could have cost us a lot more games than we thought, but he didn't. So I was cool. But now we have this Sean Payton situation. And I like Sean Payton. I actually love Sean Payton. If we would have been back in 2018 or 2019, and we're going from Jason Garrett to the possibility of going to Sean Payton, bruh, I am going ballistic. I'm jumping on tables. I'm excited. I'm ripping off my shirt, doing backflips, all sorts of stuff, going from Jason Garrett to Sean Payton. But that's not the case right now. We are going from Mike McCarthy to Sean Payton. And I kind of give the analogy is like, if you have a PS4, you're going to a PS4 Slim. It's not a PS5. We're not getting a PS5. We're going from a PS4 to a PS4 Slim. Same old games. The same old thing. It's a little bit different, right? A little bit smaller, a little bit more compact, a little bit more sleeker. But it's the same thing. And I just do not feel like going from Mike McCarthy to Sean Payton is a huge step up. Let's say Sean Payton is an 8. All right, Mike McCarthy's a 7.5. Right. And so I just don't see the excitement of the possibility of what Sean Payton is going to bring to this team. Now, if you sit back and tell me, Tuck, Jerry Jones has a relationship with Sean Payton. He trusts Sean Payton. He is going to let Sean Payton come in. Jerry is going to step away, and Sean Payton is going to have full control over everything football operations. Then okay, I might be on board with that. But I just don't see that case, y'all. I just don't see it. So I feel like Sean Payton coming in, he's going to have his hands tied just like Mike McCarthy did. Jerry Jones told Mike McCarthy, I know you're coming from Green Bay. I know you had consistency in winning. I know you won a Super Bowl. I know you used to dominate us in the playoffs. But this guy over here, Kellen Moore, don't touch him. He's untouchable, right? And so Mike McCarthy went with that. And so I feel like nothing is going to change, Cowboys Nation, until the people up top get on their yacht and sail off to sea and let the people who you hired to do football things control and run the house. I just don't see Sean Payton getting that type of control in Dallas. And you're going from what Sean Payton had when he was in New Orleans. He had full control over everything. Do you think he's going to take a step down and be micromanaged in Dallas? And so it's just, I warned you guys this when we did the show on Monday. Cowboys fans, we are emotional, we are upset, we're tired, we're exhausted. Every football news media site is going to try to play with your emotions. And here we are, already, boom, still January, Sean Payton's the Dallas Cowboys. Now here's what I really don't like. They're saying that Sean Payton might take a season off. He might do some commentary, but he's not fully out on coaching. So there's a possibility that he can come in next year. Why do we want to have this dark cloud over Mike McCarthy and this team all season next year? You can't focus. You cannot be at your best with this dark cloud over you. Think about it. Take yourself out of football. You're at work. You hearing rumors that you're going to get laid off. You're going to get fired next year, right? Or actually, no, you can get fired in a few months. You can get fired in 5 months. This summer, you can get fired. Are you giving 100% at work? Are you coming back from your lunch breaks on time? Are you staying late, making sure? No, you're done. You're over it. You're ready to move on. You're updating your resume. You're looking for other opportunities. And so if you're going to have this dark cloud over Mike McCarthy, I feel like this season's going to be a waste. A lot of people thought Hard Knocks was going to be a distraction. This is a bigger distraction than Hard Knocks, y'all. And so I just don't like it. So as I said, like my guy Nix always says, rip the Band-Aid off. Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones. If you want Sean Payton to be your head coach, go get him now. Right now. If you got to trade a pick, trade it. Got to give up 2 picks, trade it. If you want Sean Payton to be your coach and that's your plan, because you're sitting back, you're waiting for Mike McCarthy to fail. And as a head coach or as a man or as a person, as a woman, do you really want to ride for someone sitting back waiting for you to fail? Nah. So if you're going to sit back and say, you know what, we're going to roll with Mike McCarthy, we're going to roll with Kellen Moore, but if they fail, we're going to go elsewhere. I just don't like it. I just don't like the type of temperament it will put in our locker room amongst our team. It's already going to be a media circus. Imagine Mike McCarthy starts off 0-3 next year. Question. Mike, the possibility of hearing rumors of Sean Payton, is that impacting it? It's just too much. And that's the one thing I did like about this past season, y'all. It was quiet. It was peaceful. It was football. It felt good. It felt good to know we're just doing football things. We don't need the circus. We don't need the media hype. We don't need the spotlight. Cowboys fans will show up and buy regardless. Just play football. On the behalf of Cowboys Nation, we just want a football team. That's it. We don't need all the hoopla and circles and the glitz and glamours and lights. So though Sean Payton is a name, I just don't feel like it's just going to be the savior of everything Dallas Cowboys. How many coaches have won a Super Bowl in their first year? So if you replace Mike McCarthy next year, that's 2 years without being in Super. Like, it just statistically doesn't make sense. Now, I'll say this. One benefit that might come with Sean Payton is the relationship with the quarterback. Because me, and correct me if I'm wrong, fam, I do not see a close relationship when it comes to Dak Prescott and Mike McCarthy. I don't see them laughing it up, having a good old time on the sidelines. I don't see when things are hitting the fan, Mike McCarthy's going over and talking to Dak to get his head back in the game. I don't see that interaction that you should see from a head coach who's a quarterback guy and his quarterback. And I know, like I said on Monday, apparently Mike McCarthy came out and said that even if they move on from the offensive coordinator and Kellen Moore, which Kellen Moore ain't getting no more interviews, y'all. He's going to be back. Kellen Moore's going to be back. He wants them to have full control over the play calling. So Mike doesn't want to be a play caller. Okay, cool. Well, Mike, your other characteristic that you're known for is being a quarterback coach. Go handle the quarterback. Get him ready. Get him right. But if you're not calling the plays, you're not designing the plays, you're not working with the quarterback directly, you struggle with clock management, you're not fully in charge of the draft and personnel, that's Will McClay. So just like on Office Space, what is it to say you do? You know? Well, you know, I deal with the. Okay. Yeah. So what is it you said that you do, Mike? And so Mike McCarthy is going to have to show his value as a head coach. But I wanted to give him time to build. I feel like this team was trending in the right direction. Now, we're going to lose a lot of players, which we're going to talk about. But here's my thing, Cowboys Nation. I am on board with replacing Mike McCarthy if you do it this year. This year. Do it now. Do it now. Say, you know what? We're going to move on from you, Mike McCarthy. Hey, a first round exit. It just wasn't our standard that we brought you in for. I know Michael Irvin came out and spoke about it. Okay, cool. All right. But what you got to be careful for, 3 head coaches with your quarterback. We're now about to be at our 3rd defensive coordinator in like 4 years. Like all this shuffling the deck of coaches and no changes are happening. We might got to look upstairs, but we know that's not really going to happen, man. So it's your boy J Tuck. Just wanted to chime in. I'm on board with bringing in Sean Payton. Am I jumping on the couches and thinking Super Bowl and booking tickets? Absolutely not. But I just don't want a dark cloud circling around this team for the 2022 season. But here we are. It's Cowboys. It's chaos. It's off season. Every player, every coach, every discussion is going to be tied to us. Hell, Skip Bayless even tied to LeBron James, the Dallas Cowboys. It was his fault we didn't get Sean Payton. Because apparently we tried to get him in 2019, and since the Anthony Davis thing trade went through, that's why we didn't get Sean Payton. So it's LeBron's fault. So the Dallas Cowboys are about to get cherry picked a lot for media clickbaits. Stay woke, Cowboys Nation. It's your boy J Tuck. Comment, like, subscribe below. Also follow me on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram, JTuck151. And of course, CowboysFansOnly.com. I appreciate all the support. We got more draft content coming, more live shows, big guests coming on. I'm excited about this all season, so definitely tune in. We are going to keep it lit. We're going to get right for next year, right? We're going to lick our wounds, and we're going to get right next year, man. So I want everyone to stay safe, stay blessed, stay encouraged. Don't fall for the clickbait, and go Cowboys. Peace.